in the first film, I suppose you sort of think that he's the bad guy, really, the villain, and then as an audience, you start to get more information about him, and you hear about something that happened in his past, which tends to make an audience suddenly empathize with him, and suddenly he doesn't seem like the bad guy anymore. And I always thought that was interesting in the first film. And now, brilliantly, I get the chance to show that story that we hear about in the first film. Victor has to come up with some sort of way of controlling the Lycans, his workforce. Obviously, they have the power as Lycans to transform into werewolves and then transform back again into a human form. And this power is something that Victor is wary of. So there has to be some way of controlling this transforming power that the Lycans have. So Victor comes up with the idea of what we call moon shackles, which are basically a sort of a steel lock that's placed around, or shackle that's placed around the werewolf, the Lycan's neck, with silver spikes on the inside, so that if they start to transform, the spikes dig into their skin and it stops them from doing it. So this becomes this sort of controlling thing. And Lucian, in fact, makes these moon shackles. There is obviously this unique relationship between him and Victor, which Victor sometimes uses to sort of challenge Lucian and try and get a reaction out of him. But Lucian, we see, I think, is someone who has grown up in this oppressive atmosphere and has learned to not take the bait ever. But the circumstances of this story are such that one element is added to that suddenly upsets the whole apple cart, I suppose, and that's his relationship with Sonia.